hold the role of Talent Acquisition Manager at Adacta. For the Q&A part, my colleague Isidora will also join. She also holds the role of a Talent Acquisition Manager at Adacta, and she will help me answer your questions. But first, I will take you on a more detailed journey through the world of recruitment and give you some tips to use when searching for a job. Okay, so first, I would like to tell you a little bit more about our company and our product AdInsure. Then I will talk about the process from applying to a position to then getting an offer from a company, including how to write your CV effectively. I will also tell you a little bit more about the value of internships when searching for a full-time job, how to master the job interview, and what soft skills the employers are usually looking for, and how to develop them. Throughout the whole presentation, you can ask different questions, and I will answer them at the end. Okay, so let's start. First, we will start with a word about us. So, Adacta. Why is she speaking in English, you may wonder. So English is our company's internal language because our remarkable team operates seamlessly across Europe. So Adacta was founded in 1989 in Ljubljana in Slovenia and has evolved into a global software company with offices located in Ljubljana, Maribor, Zagreb, Beograd, Amsterdam, Brno, and Hanover in Germany. Our main product is the AdInsure platform. So this is a platform that offers insurance companies a way to simplify their business processes by streamlining and automating their workflows. We continuously work on improving our software. With over 400 employees spread across Europe, Adacta is a dynamic and multicultural workplace. We seek individuals who are both business and technically oriented, capable of contributing to our innovative environment. Let's now explore how you can transition from submitting an application to receiving an offer from us or any other company. As recent graduates or people who are currently attending college, transitioning from academia to the professional world can be both exciting and challenging. The journey from submitting a job application to receiving an offer is often varied and requires strategic planning. So first, you would need to craft a standout application. This includes your resume and your cover letter, so if the cover letter is needed. They are your first opportunities to make a strong impression. You should tailor each application to the specific job. Highlight your academic achievements, any relevant coursework, so relevant for the position that you're applying to. Add any leadership roles or any extracurricular activities. When writing an application, you should use action verbs and quantify your accomplishments where you can, so where it is possible. The next thing when writing your application, so you should write a CV. This is a critical step in the job application process. Here are, so on the screen you see some information that should be included in a well-structured CV. So first, we would need contact information. So that means your name, phone number, or email address, or both, and a LinkedIn profile. So if you have one, if it's applicable, they should be clearly visible, and those are the information that we would need to contact you with any information regarding the position. The next thing that the CV should have is a professional summary. So this is a brief statement that's summarizing your professional background and career objectives or goals, so what you want to achieve and what your interests are. The next thing that should be included is the education part. So you should include your degrees, institutions, graduation dates, and any relevant coursework. So for example, if you're applying to Adacta, so we are a company uh, that deals with insurance. If you had any insurance related coursework, you should write that on your CV. Next thing that you should include in the CV is the work experience. So that means you should list your previous jobs or internship, and the description should include the name of your role, the name of the company, the dates of employment, so when this happened, and key responsibilities and achievements that you achieved in the position. You should also include your skills, so you can highlight the technical skills that are relevant to the job you're applying for, or soft skills that are also relevant, such as teamwork, communication, and problem solving. You can add any additional qualifications, such as certifications and awards that are relevant to the position. If they are relevant for the position, you can include also any significant projects that demonstrate your skills and experience. So with all this, you craft the best CV and you include it in your application. But in today's digital age, your online presence is also very important. I mentioned the LinkedIn profile before, so you should ensure that your LinkedIn profile is up to date and professional. Uh, on LinkedIn or on any other web pages, you can also join different industry-specific groups and engage with the content that is relevant to your field. That makes it easier for other people to find you after they see your application. The next thing that is also very effective when applying to jobs or searching for a job is networking. So you should attend different career fairs, industry conferences, and alumni events. You can also reach out to professionals on LinkedIn for informational interviews to see if the company would be interesting to you, and you can stay in the contact with the recruiter, who can then reach out to you if any interesting opportunity opens up. So network, attend career fairs, and reach out to different professionals on LinkedIn or on any other social media. So what's next? After you send your application, the application will be read by an HR representative or a recruiter of the company that you send the application to. So if you send your application to us, chances are that I'll be the one who will then read it. After we read the application, we screen the candidates. So if they have the experience and skills that we are looking for, we then invite them to an interview. The first interview is usually with the HR representative, and then at the second interview, you get to meet your possible future manager. After that, there is usually a task that our candidates have to do. This task tells us how they solve problems that are similar to those on the job. After that, we give the candidates we like an offer, and if they accept it, we then move over to our onboarding program, and the candidates, so now our new employees, join our mentorship program. So as you can see, crafting a great application is just the start of a longer process, but it is one of the most important steps because we receive quite a lot of applications, and if you make your application stand out, then your work is not done all the way through, but the first part is done. Okay, let's move on. So the next thing that I want to talk about is internships and the work experience that you can get from different internships. So internships are a way that you can get a hands-on experience and start off your work experience after you finish with your studies. They allow you to apply what you've learned at school in a real world setting and develop different professional networks. So how can you find internships? So when looking for internships, you should start early. You can use your university's career services, different job boards, or professional networks, or you can just apply directly to companies. As with applying for jobs, you should customize your resume and cover letter for each application. You should be proactive, and you can also follow up with the companies after you apply if you don't receive an answer from them. How to, so you can you should treat your internship as a real job. So that way you can maximize the experience that you get. One of the most important things is to be punctual, be professional, and eager to learn. You should seek feedback and take on any additional responsibilities if that's possible, so you get the most out of your internship experience. Uh, it is beneficial to build relationships with your colleagues and mentors, so with the people who you're working with, and it is best if you document your achievements. You can also ask for a letter of recommendation at the end of your internship and include that in the application for your next position. Another important thing for your job application or for finding different positions in general are soft skills. So they are increasingly important in the workplace. What are soft skills? So they usually include skills like communication, teamwork, problem solving, time management, and adaptability. Emotional intelligence and a positive attitude are also highly valued, and they are also considered as soft skills. To develop different soft skills, you should engage in activities that enhance these skills. That means you can join different clubs and student organizations, volunteer and take on different leadership roles in student organizations or student projects. You can practice active listening and effective communication in all of your interactions. So this means interactions at your studies or with your friends or etc. And you can try to seek feedback from others so you can improve further. So if any, I don't know, professors have any comments, for example, on your work, you can take these comments and you can improve further. You should also highlight your soft skills in your resume by providing different examples of how you've used them in various settings. So that means during interviews, be prepared to discuss these situations, so the situations where you demonstrated these skills. It is important to use specific examples. You can also use the STAR method, so the situation, task, action, and result methods. So you tell us about the situation that you were in, what task you were given, what the action was, and what was the result, just to give a full picture to the person that is interviewing you. And then the last, most important part is the job interview. The job interview is the second most important part of getting a job. So the first is the application process. The job interview is the second most important. There are different types of interviews. So if you have in-person interviews, you should dress professionally and arrive early, but not too early. 5 to 10 minutes should be early or should be great. And for virtual interviews, you should ensure a quiet environment, a reliable internet connection, and a professional background. Uh, First impressions are crucial, so these things are very simple, included in other communication as well. So maintain good posture, make eye contact, and offer a firm handshake. So during the interview, to show that you're engaged and that you are listening actively to the person that is talking, you can nod occasionally just to let them know. Before the interview, you should try to prepare for different common questions. The examples of these common questions are, so tell me about yourself, why do you want to work here, and what are your strengths and weaknesses. So when preparing, you can also use the STAR method, so situation, task, action, and result, to structure your responses for different behavioral questions. This can give your interviewer a better understanding of your skills. And then an important aspect that the employers consider during interviews is the culture fit. So this is why it is crucial that you familiarize yourself with the company's values and their work environment before the interview, just so you see that the company would be a good fit for you, for your values, and for your expectations. This is why it is important that during the interview, you should be authentic, you should show your personal values, you should show your values that align with the company's culture, and so on. Uh, you can also prepare different questions to ask the interviewer about the company culture, just to further ensure that it's the right fit for you and for you to get to know the company better. Okay, so, okay, yes, this is the right slide. Navigating the transition from student to a professional can be challenging, but with the right strategies, you can stand out and succeed. So these are the things that you should remember. So you should craft a strong application, prepare thoroughly for interviews, gain valuable work experience through different internships, and continuously develop your soft skills. That's it from my side. So good luck on your journey to securing your first job offer and building a successful career. So if you have any questions, now is the time to ask. So I will ask my colleague Isidora if she can join us. I will read the questions out loud and we will
Hi,
try.
everyone.
So the first question is, what do we write in the work experience if we are applying for the internship or some entry level position and we haven't worked anywhere before?
So I can try to
Mhm.
say something about this question. Actually, no one is expecting from students to have, I don't know how many experience or that they are familiar with workplace or the work position that they are applying. But if they are read the text of ad um, mm, focused, they can see what is the main thing that this company is looking for. So they can, students can write to their resume or CV something that they did, and it is related to their ad or job position that they want to apply, or something similar what company do. Don't worry, no one will eat you because you don't have work experience before this first application.
I would like to add that you can write about the relevant coursework. So if you had any courses that are related to what the company is doing, you can write that in your CV. And if you were a part of some, I don't know, student projects, volunteer projects, and this is relevant for the position, you should also write about that. This is what I wrote in my CV when I first started applying for internships, and it was usually what they were looking for, just to see what kind of experience I have and what kind of things I did during my studies.
Yes, as Sarah said during the presentation, every CV has to be tailor-made. So you cannot apply with the same CV for the different companies. So that doesn't mean that you have to lie in your CV. Actually, that means that you just have to put in the CV your relevant experience or courses or works and any kind of experience that you have.
Okay.
We can move on.
Let's move on to the next question. So, if we would like to apply for a job in your company, for a job in Belgrade, do we need to send a CV in English or in Serbian? I think it's best if Isidora answers that.
Yeah, I will. Actually, we take the CVs and applications on both language. There is no differences or that we will value on English more than Serbian. But if it's add written on English, it is let's say normal to get CV on English, and if it's add written in Serbian, then we usually expect to be your CV written on Serbian.
Okay. Next question. Uh, Even though you don't have any job openings at the moment for the HR positions, can I send you CV for the future positions? So this is not just related to HR positions, but to any position. So if anyone would want to connect with us in that way, of course, you can send your CV for the future positions. Uh, so on our web page we have when on the careers page on our web page, we have an ad that says that you can send us your CV. So you can leave your CV there and we will contact you for the future positions. In this, you can also write which country you would be interested to work in. So, of course, we will contact you for those. Okay. Next question. So if we get rejected, is it okay to ask for feedback from a recruiter in order to improve, and do recruiters give them?
Actually, Sarah and me are nature, the culture of feedback. And we provide our candidates feedback always, even though is negative feedback. So that is a good thing for us and for the candidates also, because we all can learn something about from that, and we always provide feedback,
Mhm.
the right one and the truth one. And if you don't get from some recruiters feedback, ask for it, because it's really important to know why you didn't get the job, just to know for some future applications how to manage things, how to um, maybe present yourself or something like that.
Yes, I would agree. So I've had a lot of candidates ask me for feedback on their application, even though it was not successful. Uh, we always give the right feedback, so the true feedback. So yes, of course, just ask for feedback and you can improve if needed. Okay, so next question. Is it okay to ask for the salary on interview? I don't want to make a bad impression.
Okay, I can start with the answer. Uh, of course, it's okay. No one from us isn't working for a smile or because we don't have where spend our time. But we work for salary, and it's normal thing to ask what are the benefits of working for um, specific company. So salary is also something from that package. And probably recruiters will be ask you what are your expectations. So that is a good thing also to prepare yourself to think about that before the interview starts. To think about that, what would be okay for you? What is the amount of salary that you will like to have, or you think that you, with your experience, deserve, or something similar? Yeah.
I would just like to add that it doesn't just have to be one number, it can be a
Yep.
range. So you have to, it's good that you have, let's say, a minimum amount and then let's say a maximum amount, though the maximum in our experience usually is not limited, but just to know what is the lowest that you would go and what is something that you would like to receive. So yes, it goes both ways. So you can ask the recruiter, but then of course the recruiter will ask you about the salary.
Yep.
Okay, next question. Should we put in the CV experience that is not related to the job we are applying to, but it's the only experience we have?
Good question. Actually, everything that is not related to the job that you are applying, actually, it's cannot be used here. But for example, if you did or learn on that job something that can be useful for this job that you are applying now. Actually, some, I don't know, for example, organizational skills, teamwork, spirit, something like that that you can use. Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. So I talked about in my presentation, I talked about soft skills. So if not technical skills, if you learned or used any soft skills, of course, you can put that in your CV. Okay. So these are all the questions that we have for now. So I will tell you a little bit more about us. So if you're interested in Adacta, you can explore more about us on our website. If you would like to be a part of our dynamic team, you can send us your CV through this send us your CV job post that I talked about, and we will contact you when a suitable opportunity opens up. So we are not just looking for programmers, we're on the lookout for creative minds and programming enthusiasts with different backgrounds. So on the screen, you can see my contact information and Isidora's contact information. You can feel free to reach out to any one of us. So that's it from our side. I would like to thank you for your time, and we can't wait to potentially welcome you to the exciting world of Adacta. Thank you.
Have a nice day. Bye.